Hello there fellow NPCs, I am Carbon Scythe and today we're getting back into Seeds of Chaos. We have just stormed Reeves Keep and we have brought the unfortunate Helena with us. She is cursed or something like that. I don't know what the technical term would be, but we're gonna call it cursed into having extreme libido, let's put it like that. And she is now my personal toy or something like that. Yeah. And I know for a fact that we can continue to do things to her. There is an end to it, but it's an ongoing thing that you can do. So I'm not sure how we will play that out, because if I don't do it, she's also instead going to find comfort somewhere else. Yeah. There is a gallery image of it, a scene, where she visits the orcs. Plural. But yeah, that is where we are right now, and because of all of this, Alexei is not very happy with us for obvious reasons. But we will see if we can deal with it. She should be more happy about it, I think, because we are in a relationship with Greyhide as well. We're gonna start quite the harem here, or something like that. Polycule, that's the word. Yeah. Now with that said, hey, let's go. Rowan entered his room to find that a severely distressed redhead sprawled on his bed, furiously and inelegantly attacking her with frantic fingers. God damn, she is not letting up. Helena? When she heard her name from his lips, Helena shut up with a gasp of elation, her unfocused eyes swinging around the room wildly to find him. Though he made no effort to hide himself, she took several seconds to recognize him. Oh, she is destroyed currently. Damn. Oh, Rowan! Yes! Oh, Rowan! Though Helena sat up, she didn't stay upright, twisting on her hip to switch from sitting on her ass to being on her hands and knees. Her knees spread easily across the silk as she pushed her hips back. Her perfect, drooling, incessant arousal down on the blankets. Goddamn, I cannot show this on YouTube! Just the way Rowan had claimed her. Damn. Rowan, Rowan. It hurts to see you like this. You aren't yourself. True as those words were, Rowan found himself growing aroused by the display. Ysera wasn't there to egg him on again, but there was no denying that he wanted to do it. He only hoped that he wouldn't be corrupted to his core by that part of him. Oh, so we don't have a choice and we're still gonna do it. I see. The hero shed his clothing and stepped towards Helena. Her hips swayed impatiently, her toned ass nevertheless showcasing a tempting ripple of flesh. So yeah, that means it's a quick start, but well, we'll see you guys real soon. And we're back, and the thing with Helena right now is that she is completely gone. She cannot handle anything, but as she is pounded into a smudge on the floor, she starts to regain some of her consciousness, and she is able to retain some sort of mind through all of this. And yeah, we'll see how this whole thing goes, because as I said, this is an ongoing thing. We have to keep on visiting her, because otherwise she will seek comfort with others. So yeah, either way, let's continue. I can't believe Rowan would do this to me. It is one thing to be unfaithful, but to bring this woman into our bed. The redhead had only recently managed to stop herself from crying, despite the argument with her husband happening hours ago. She now found herself back on the verge of tears. I know he was only trying to protect her, but could he really not see how that would hurt me? Her thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door. Who could it be? Had Rowan come to apologize for the events earlier? Probably, but she wasn't ready to see him. She was still too raw, and already felt as if she were about to start bawling again. Hello, Alexia. It is Andros. I just wanted to check that you are okay. Dude, don't pretend to be a nice guy. Do not pretend to be nice. Oh. I was having fun with the idea that for once she was going to actually sleep with Andras. Oh, it's gonna be such a more interesting story if she does. But I also didn't want it to be my choice. I just wanted it to happen because she felt betrayed. I don't want that for her to happen, but it makes for a more interesting story. She opened the door just enough to converse, but not enough for it to seem inviting. The demon stood there, waiting, with a smile on his face. What do you want, Andras? I'm not in the mood. So I hear. I just wanted to drop by and make sure you were okay, as I said. I'm sure you did. And what is that supposed to mean? If you cared about my well-being, you wouldn't have kidnapped me in the first place. Did we lock you up in the dungeons? Have you been harmed in any way? No, but... Have you been forced to do anything against your will? I suppose not. I take time out of my busy schedule to come and check on you, because I heard you were upset, and this is what I get. Sorry, I've just had a rough day. It is perfectly fine, there is no need to apologize. Anybody would be upset in your position, and if lashing out at me makes you feel better, I don't mind. No, I shouldn't be taking that on you. You aren't the one who has done anything, so it isn't fair to you. Would you like to talk about it? Ooh. No. As I said, had she been just going in for it, I would not have minded, but do not treat him like a person, you know? Jesus, it's so difficult to play this as I wanted to. But no, she doesn't. She wants to talk about it, but not with him. Thanks for the offer, but it has been a long day and I just need to rest. Okay, I won't push you. If you want to talk about it, let me know. I'll let you rest. Thank you, Andras, and sorry again. Think nothing of it. The demon left and Alexia lay on the bed, closed her eyes and tried not to think about anything. Oh, and we continue here. Okay, let's explore some more. I guess we're going down here. If I just cover the lens, damn it, the light for a second, and it's nothing special. So let's just continue down here. What is this? As mountains, hills, yeah. Ooh, an abbey, a church, an abbey, and here's a farm, so we can go there later. Abbey, neutral, and I gained XP. After bringing in a small squad of soldiers and easily subduing the monks at the abbey, Rowan was surprised when it was Cleona that arrived to take control of the structure. The sorceress spent around an hour looking through the library and other facilities before turning her attention to the people who'd called this place home. Each was given a private interview and gauged to see how susceptible they were to corruption. Eventually, she selected some of the monks and used her magic on them to make them compliant and obedient to her. The rest she killed. Those spared were granted a crystal ball to communicate with her and receive orders. Satisfied with her new research assistants, Cleona vacated the building without bothering to say anything else to Rowan. He was left to arrange for the soldiers to return and continue exploration on his own. Oh, that's unfortunate, nothing happened. But yeah, as I said, I want to go here. Oh, it's just fields, not farm. Is it? Plains. I guess. Is there... wrong direction. Ooh, look here, we have a village in the middle of nowhere here. Let's go down there. Oh, I just have enough steps for it. Tribal needs. At first this appeared to be a typical one of the small tribes of orcs scattered around above Rosaria. However, they were actually on the move. What Rowan had found was but a temporary affair, and was being taken down even as the demon agent watched from the outskirts. Once his demon master arrived and the man was able to safely explore the camp without fear of attack or molestation, he learned that the farms and villages that the tribe depended on had vanished. Whole areas were simply empty of their favorite playthings. Yeah, that's the thing. If your entire lifestyle is all about ravaging and plundering, you're gonna die out pretty damn fast, because there's people are gonna either defend themselves or move away. Now the orcs were on the move, looking for new sources of entertainment. They didn't have any slaves already, and the hunting in this area was terrible. To make things worse, there was no clear leader to unify them, and the orcs spent most of their time bickering with one another over small things. They barely traveled any distance from day to day. With its people disorganized, underfed, irritable, and constantly on the move, this tribe was not a great source for recruitment. Present them with slaves and assign them Cubi overseers. Interesting. Assign 2 of the Dark Sanctum demons to lead them. Give them 4 prisoners. Give up on recruiting them. Huh. Very interesting. Present them with slaves. Let's not do slaves. I don't even know how many slaves we have yet, because we haven't had any downtime since we attacked Reeve. By giving them demons to both bring their guidance and entertainment, 2 of the main issues for their tribe would be resolved. Hopefully, that would also give them a chance for them to focus on settling somewhere with good hunting, rather than chasing refugees. And a week 18. Helena Mindless. Yeah. Like I said, this is an ongoing event. Roman wiped his eyes on the long trip up to his room. This week's excursion back to Rosaria had been especially exhausting. He was happy to simply have a place to lie down in peace. Alas, the sound of a deeply distressed woman moaning and wailing in lusty despair met his ears long before he reached his room's door. It seemed that because of Rowan's new roommate, an immediate nap was not in the cards for him. As he heard the sounds of something heavy falling over, the hero rushed forward. Ah, she actually looks cute! What the hell is this? Upon entering the room, Rowan was relieved to see that Helena wasn't in any immediate danger. The noise that he had heard seemed to be courtesy of a toppled-over chair. The redhead sat in the room's center, clutching at the side of her head, her needful whimpers taking precedence over any groaning over the bump she must have sustained in the fall. Rowan took a quick glance around and found that, as a whole, his quarters were a mess. Helena had the bed sheets on the floor beneath her, and they were soaked in with a combination of her arousal and sweat. A number of other things had been knocked over or scattered around. So what I'm gathering from this is that the ring is making her sick, essentially. Horny kind of sick. Because she is sweating. I'm thinking it's like cold sweats, and the only way for her to relieve of that, is to be feeling a lot of relief. That's what it sounds like. So, if she is sick, and he is literally the cure, then you gotta feel sorry for her and for him. Honestly, unless you play it in a way that makes him want to take advantage of her. But yeah, that's not how I'm playing it. An untouched tray of food sat near his feet, just to the side of the door. The castle maids must have been by, but Helena was not making their work easy. The woman herself looked like a mess, her hair loose and wild rather than a practical braid she typically preferred. Clearly, a week without Rowan or his had proved more trying than Helena expected it to be. She had yet to register his entrance. Rowan caught himself staring at her naked body, and had to turn his glance away. Helena. Helena opened her eyes and fixed them on Rowan as if he was the only thing in the room. Her breath quickened with excitement. Her hand dropped away from the bump forming beneath her hair and began to crawl towards him. She wasn't meeting his eye, though. Helena was staring straight at Rowan, and despite his wariness, he was growing hard at the sight of her. No, not like that. Look, can you wait for me to have a nap first? I'll f*** you as much as you want later. She continued to pad towards him, half panting. There was no question what she wanted. Those unfocused animalistic eyes of hers were trained right on his crotch. But after all the walking that Rowan had done that day, he had no intention of busting his hips. He backpedaled away from Helena and stepped around the perimeter of the messy room, over to his knocked-over chair. Helena's hasty, clumsy crawl to reach him made her stumble and fall flat on the blankets, giving him the time he needed to put his chair upright. He ran his hands through his hair briefly, trying to think of a last-minute way to put this off. At least long enough for him to get a glass of damn water. Short of asking one of the twins to make Helena take another magical nap, though. Alright, fine. Really, he owed it to her. Once she was close, Helena began to twist around, ready to once more offer herself to Rowan for the taking. Ass high and wiggling, presented, head low, which means I will be seeing you guys real soon. I think we're done now, and let's just put it like this. Eye contact is what finally finished him off. But yeah, he was tired, just sitting back on the chair, relaxing, and she went downtown. But yeah, if you want to see that, you have to wait for the new SpicyGaming website to show up, and I will be posting over there. But for now, let's continue. Once his calmed, Rowan resigned himself to allowing the redhead to do as she liked with her tongue until he was hard again. He sank back into his seat, eyes fluttering shut. It would be a few hours before he finally got his nap, and by then it was earned several times over, and more than a full night's sleep. Rowan is feeling guilty. Oh, shit. Because I have burned towns down, but guess I'm not as corrupted because I was at the Abbey earlier. There were screams, blood flew in the air, figures pointed, and someone laughed. Rowan was walking forward towards someone unarmed who begged for him to stop, to leave them alone. Then he raised his hand, a hand holding a sword, and brought it down on the defenseless person. Somehow he knew that he was the one laughing. No, eyes. Rowan shook. His body was covered in cold sweat and he could feel tears on his face. Where? Oh, it was just a dream. Oh. Rowan, you look awful. What happened? Wait, what was that? But still. Oh, hello Alexia. I had a bad night. Bad? From the looks of things it was truly awful. Did you have another night terror from the war? No, wait. This looks much worse. Rowan covered his face for a long moment, recalling the images that he'd seen and what was clawing at his insides. It's getting to me. The guilt for the things I've done for the twins. The people I'm killing and enslaving. Hey, take it easy. You're not doing any of it right now. You're with me. Well, that's kind of strange. I guess this scene would have happened always at the end of week 18, so it was bad for me to actually attack Reeves Castle yet, because now you have me, but we have just fought. So, unfortunate. But that one is also really tricky to program, I believe. She wrapped her arms around him and tried to comfort her husband. The soft embrace brought forth both tears of guilt and gratitude. The hero cried against his wife, cried for the evil he'd done and for what he would still have to do for the two of them to survive. After some time had passed, Rowan's tears finally stopped flowing and he pulled back. Feeling better now? Not really, but I think I can bear it. Are you worried this is going to affect your work? No. This guilt definitely is going to hamper me a little. I can probably take some more before it seriously slows me down, but eventually I'll be crippled by it. So, are you telling me that you actually need to become corrupted in order to not die? You're a good man. Even after all that's happened, you're still a good man. Try to take it easy. We'll manage if you put off doing bad things for a while. Things while your consciousness is getting to you. A wry chuckle escaped his lips, seeking a break from the morbidity of the discussion. So, don't do bad things for a while, okay? Yeah. Try to balance the evil so I don't feel quite so bad about it. Great advice. Rowan? I'm fine. I'm fine. End of week report. Oh wait. This redness, is that maybe corruption, or is that how damaged I am? I need to keep my eyes up on that, because it seems like it's more now. Yeah. And we have a lot of gold here now. Week 19. Oh, right, because we have captured Helena. Now I see. This is how many weeks I have left before the next mission is. I've been wondering that for such a long time. There we go. Rowan, my teacher. I need you so much. And we can visit Helena. We can skip the week. Inventory and status. But yeah. Let's visit Helena. A week without Rowan's talk had proven to be too much for Helena. Even just a few days without getting once by her master had proven to be too much for Helena. Some careful experimentation on their pair's part had shown she could keep herself in check for up to a day, provided Rowan made sure to give her ample attention in the lead up to his departure. Every time they repeated the experiment, she seemed to be able to last a little longer before her lustful anguish filled the Bloodmean's hall with echoes was neglected. Over time, Rowan hoped that Helena would be able to claw her way back to something resembling normal, to be able to function without a reliance on him setting aside several hours at a time to lay with her. But in the midst of satiating her, he always had to be honest with himself. Though Rowan wanted his student to regain herself, and he felt guilty for the part he played in the descent into debauchery, it was nice having her around, always available, always ready, never saying no, never complaining about being tired or sore or not in the mood. Yeah, I'll see you guys real soon. I'm sorry, what? I did not expect that to cut off my entire downtime. Well, shit. Well, I'm surely disappointed. I have to space out when I want to get down and dirty with Helena, or I will miss out on important other things that happens. If I am with Helena, I can't do anything else. That's good. That's a good mechanic. I love it, but I hate it because I'm suffering from it. And I don't want her to suffer because I choose to not suffer. Well, that's good. I really like that. So that is where we cut off for today's episode. Damn. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Joseph, for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everybody. everybody and everyone. Either way, goodbye.